Well, here we are, Anthony. It's the weekly podcast, and just tell us where we are. It's a beautiful sunny day.
It's a beautiful sunny day in a beautiful part of the world. We're in Limeside. Oldham comes under. Avrose at the Vestacare Stadium outside my gym because the sun's
Fox ABC.
Fox ABC's behind me.
That's where all the magic happens.
Yep. And we're outside in the beer garden. It doesn't look like a beer garden. Yeah, it is a beer garden, isn't it?
The clubhouse behind it does a nice pint, doesn't it?
It does. It does a decent pint of Guinness, which I've said numerous times. Yeah, no, it's a good little spot.
And you've had a busy weekend. I mean, obviously a few days in now, but you were at the Joyce Parker fight. It was
Joyce Chisora.
Joyce, what am I on about?
I don't know. They have fought though.
Yeah. You were there in your suit. You didn't unbutton your jacket, and then you got a bit of stick for that.
Honest, do you know what? I'm not being stupid. I genuinely didn't realise until after the main event.
And my wife was buzzing.
And your wife, was one of them. I had a few people message my mate, a good few, and I genuinely didn't. And I noticed it looked like I was bursting out of. Do you know what I mean? Put a bit of size on, was bursting out my shirt. Yeah, I messed up really, but.
Never mind. But
win some, lose some.
The two boys put on a bit of a show. It was in some ways an uncomfortable spectacle, wasn't it?
Do you know what? I said that right. You don't want to see anyone taking that amount of punishment. But from an entertainment, I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant like that. But that kind of, the promoter found well, and after that kind of fight, it takes years off your career, and neither at this point can afford that. And I'll be deadly honest as well. I hardly give Derek Chisora a chance. I really didn't. I thought if Joel's there after 2 rounds, he'll burst the lungs of Derek, which it looked like he was going to, and stop Derek, and then I was wrong again.
So what was it like, the gig itself? I mean, the O2 was bouncing a bit.
No, it was a good crowd in there. Chisora was very much the home fighter.
Yeah.
Very much the home fighter. You know what, I thought it was a top card, genuinely. I thought it was a really good card. I thought it was a fantastic performance from Dennis McCann and Moses Atuma. Special talent, special talent.
Something else, doesn't he?
I've been on the Moses Atuma hype train since before his professional
since he started knocking people out.
No, you know I was on it early, Dom.
Yeah.
And then I thought the Ryan Garner Archie Sharp fight was a really good fight. And I thought, Raven Chapman saw Colin Ver because we was in the back, was in the green room, was getting it.
So what's it like, access all areas,
You know what? It was a proper cool green room. And you know what it had? It had a secret room. Like, should I even be saying this?
I have no idea.
Like, inside the green room, there's like a bookcase, little like handle.
Sounds good.
So I was just looking through the CDs and stuff like that. I thought, hang on a minute. And then there's like another room at the back.
So what's that for?
I don't know. It's where the acts might want to go to get away from everything. And
the VVIP room?
It was like the VVIP room, yeah.
And you got in?
I got in, yes. So if you want to call me one of them, you can. But I literally went in to get changed, and that's all it was used for. There was no splits and cameras.
Who's this now?
Jesus,
James Moorcroft leading the gym.
Vocals.
Yeah? He's a good singer, James, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's a good vocalist.
Yeah. He's not bad at all. A good session, James?
It's a really good session today, mate. Nice to be back. It's been a bit of a crazy week last week for me. So
Yeah. Tell him, James, you're recovering from long COVID, aren't you?
Yeah, I picked it up last week, but I'm not the kind of guy who's going to come in the gym. We've got William Crolla there, Rhiannon in big fights, so team play.
You are a team player, James.
Mate, from the core.
Yeah. Well, you'll be out soon.
What people don't forget is me and Ant from the start.
That's it.
We had it. Wouldn't be lads in there, it weren't for us lot.
Tell him, James.
That's right.
Tell him.
That's right. Only one Wigan Warrior.
Brought his negative testing this morning to show us all as well.
Fair play.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Be a team player. If I was 4 weeks out, I'd still do it.
Yeah,
sometimes you've just got to give to receive.
You do.
No.
Boys, catch
what a man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ta, James.
So James has left the building. Still plenty more to leave. It's been a busy one today, hasn't it?
It's been a busy one.
Plenty of talent in there today.
Conditioning session. He was a busy one. James, with his usual Phoenix Nights references. So they're going to spar again. Summering tomorrow, bit of technique work, sparring Wednesday. And I'm going to go in there as soon as we're done and crack on with Rhiannon Dixon.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned access all areas because if you remember the word of the day, like on Sesame Street, there's Sahir. Sahir's leaving for the day as well.
Yeah.
Sahir.
Good stuff, Sahir. See you in a bit, mate.
The Sesame Street word of the day.
Yeah.
Letter of the day, I should say. It's A today because it was access all areas for me. But obviously watching the lads carry on a bit earlier on and giving each other a load of animosity, and Chisora comes to mind when you talk of animosity because he likes to put it on his opponents in fight week, but he always seems to be completely lovely with them afterwards, obviously.
No, he is. I think he's a good guy, isn't he? I think, to be honest, I thought Joe was a little bit out of character trying to prove, no, you're not going to intimidate me. I think I said that on air on Saturday night. Joe's a good guy, isn't he, and stuff. And listen, after a fight like that, I think they respected each other anyway, but they really did after it, didn't they? And it's just, for me, it was like, I mean, Derek there, I know I'm going off subject a bit, it was just a perfect time to retire, and there's a false alarm where he thought, oh my god, he's just announced his retirement, and then he quickly said, I'm doing a few more.
Manchester next, he said.
Manchester later in the year.
He wants to fight in Africa as well before he comes today, doesn't he? So back in Zimbabwe. But if we are focusing on that animosity, that word that we obviously get a lot of in boxing, I mean, it didn't really happen for you, did it? There was never any needle in your fights.
Never ever. I remember, obviously, there was when me and John Murray or me and Kieran Farrell fought. I mean, there were a few matches there was two. There's a little bit of back and forth, but never nothing. Doesn't make.
Well, with John Murray, it was more with John and Joe, wasn't it? It was John Gallagher, your trainer.
It was like me and John was always really cool. I remember at the head to wedding, like they weren't an handshake, but there's like a bit nod of approval. But everyone thought we was talking to each other, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was just like,
best of mates now again, obviously.
Of course, John's a good guy.
Yeah. But animosity then didn't really happen for you. But when you think of fights where there has been genuine needle, what kind of springs to mind? Genuine
needle, you know what springs? Probably because it's at the front of my mind, because they've like sort of buried it, and they sat down together, which I just thought was brilliant. Recent. Not too recent, is it? George Rose, James DeGale.
Yeah.
That was genuine. That was really genuine. Let me think.
I mean, that's legendary, the ringside appearance as well. I mean, George had two, didn't he, with the Fox as well, and then obviously with DeGale.
He
was a master, really, wasn't he?
Yeah. George is a clever guy.
Yeah.
Let me think of what others. I just had one in my head then.
I think Eddie and Frank's a good one.
Yeah, he is. They made up. I think there's a little bit of. I think because they're just so different characters. Recent times, had the two fights, Beefy and Eubank. They're just very, very different characters, aren't they?
Yeah. He was ringside the weekend. Did you catch up with him?
Yeah, I did.
So what's his plan?
He's away for a few weeks training camp. On with a training camp, but he could have stayed here. We knew it was going to be like here, but we've had a really bad summer. Now he's in a good place. That's a fantastic fight between him and Josh Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Selby and Warrington, was there a bit of genuine dislike there? I don't know. I don't know if there was, actually, to be honest.
No, I'm trying to think of like.
I think it was more the fans, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was more the fans. There's probably loads I'm missing out. I'm just thinking more recent times.
Yeah. It's 16 years. You had.
Yeah.
You'll remember this. You had 2 fights in July in your career.
Yeah.
I know we're coming out of July now, stepping into August. But can you remember which fights you had?
Oh, jeez. Do you know what?
This time of the year.
I do you remember, think now? Oh, no, that was late.
It just occurred to me because I remember that Quigg was on one of the...
Obviously, it was earlier in my career.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Do you want us to give you a little hand here?
Go on, give me a hand and I'll get it.
14 years ago.
Yeah.
In Bolton.
6-rounder.
Chris Riley.
Yeah. Chris, from Middlesbrough. He was good amateur, Chris. Won a few national titles, I'm sure he did. I remember.
I think it was a card though in Bolton.
Bless, and his coach, he's passed away since. A nice guy. But yeah, Chris Riley. So that was at.
Was it the arena?
It was at the Bolton Arena.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I remember Martin Murray boxed that night.
Yeah, he did.
Quigg
was on there.
Matthew Hatton defended European title.
Was that there?
Quiggy was on,
That would make sense, yeah.
And I must have boxed again before that. He definitely went after it because I went away. I remember going on holiday the morning or so after, the day after.
The second fight you had was a few years later.
Oh,
I'm talking about 2 fights during your career that you had in July. So just thinking times a year.
Okay,
and
was Gavin Reese the other?
No. This was a big.
Perez won.
Yeah.
Perez won. Yeah. Gavin Reese was June. Yeah, Perez won. Jeez, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
But I remember the Chris Riley one. Yeah, I remember Chris. I remember dropping him very early on. and then dropped him with a body shot later on. But he went distance. He was tough. Chris.
Yeah, and Perez, that set things up nicely for you, really, didn't it? I mean, it didn't go your way in the night, but it did the second time round.
Of course it did, yeah. That was a massive night in my career, even though it was a draw, and although like most, I thought it was very unfair.
It was a bit of a robbery, that, wasn't it?
You know what, I hate crime robbery.
Yeah, but it was a bit, I think you were cheated that night.
Yeah, it was.
But these things all work out, don't they? They actually
no, of course, it worked out in the end, of course.
It doesn't, and by the way, as we're just reminiscing on your career a little bit, I found these discarded on the floor in a back room at the gym. Right.
Yeah, not my best night. I love those shorts actually. That old school retro.
The last ones,
I know.
Against Frank.
It should be in the box against Frank Kirkwager, who could have got the decision that night. I can't sit here and pretend otherwise.
Your doting brother William.
Yeah, he's a lovely lad.
Got beaten them.
Yeah. He did. He pointed out. I mean, I did an
nice bit of detail with the Manchester B on the side.
Yeah, of course. Didn't officially, but in his and other people's opinion as well. So got to be honest. But I got a rubber the green that night.
That's when you decided that was that. Obviously, that was.
I decided before it.
November 19, that wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Good time to stop actually when you think about it with COVID and everything else.
I know. It was planned because I never. People always ask me this. I never would have wanted to box on behind closed doors because I've fed massively off the crowd, so it would have been tough to feed. It would have been tough to feed off any kind of atmosphere. I always say I think it really hindered Josh Warrington that time against Maurizio Lara. I know Lara was a right handful, but I'll always remember watching it, and he'd always, his songs come on. Predict right, the lead song Marching On Together. And he's used to looking at the crowd. I remember him sort of looking out to
try and do his fist pump
thing. And it was I thought, gee, that must have felt strange. So
And for those that are just listening to this, so these are burgundy, gold trim. These shorts.
Yeah, they're nice set of shorts.
The combination of Manchester and Crolla, obviously, on the front of the shorts, and Manchester V, as I say, on the side. Susie Wong, obviously, who always did your shorts, didn't she?
A few sponsors on there,
Do you not look after all your old merch?
Yeah, I do.
Memorabilia and all that.
They was just in there, so it just shows a lot about me. I brought him in before William's debut because he was doing a few promo shots and his shorts weren't here yet, so we wore them, and they've not been took home in over a year because it was a good bit before his debut.
Oh well, there you go. Right, it's a big week ahead as well, Anthony.
Yeah.
And we'll be in Belfast at the weekend.
We will. There's a big card.
Conlon show there, which start with local Irish talent, obviously, in the top of the bill.
Some belters.
Yeah, Tyrone McKenna is in against me. I mean, they've met before, haven't they?
I was ringside for it, and listen, when we're on about people being hard done by, that I thought he was very hard done by. Listen, I like Tyrone, and he's got some heart on him, but I thought he got a little bit of a touch that night. Moon's just
he kind of deserves his look, doesn't he, when he's had his look?
Listen, when you're brave like that, and when you sometimes you get that little bit of luck, and also he's a great character for the sport as well. So obviously return of Keegan Agyarko, he's back. There's a bit of a local derby as well, isn't there, which will be interesting. There's a few. I'm trying to. It's a good card. And I love a Belfast crowd.
Yeah, it's Jared Hughes, isn't it? He's in against Rudy Farrell, that was contentious, controversial back in December. So there's a big score to be settled there as well. And also there's obviously a big show as well. Simpson against Chelly, which is an interesting one.
Just over at Tills at the back. You can actually get to Barnsley quick from here. You can use motorway over Snakes or Woodhead. They always get mixed up. Yeah, but you've got to get through Hartsley first, haven't you? It's that roundabout. Yeah, that's always a bit of a nightmare. But no, you can get to Barnsley quick from here.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yes,
stadium fight.
Chelle, there's a decent undercard. Caroline Dubois on there fighting for the interim.
Yeah.
I think she's fighting for the interim, but I do think that'll end up getting upgraded. And so I feel like for Caroline, it's half the world title fight on Saturday.
And she's had a bit to say about your lady who's in there, Rhiannon Dixon, who's training currently.
Yeah, and listen, she's a world champion. Caroline wants to become a world champion, or I believe, like I say, I think this is sort of a world title fight. She's probably looking at unifications, and listen, you respect that because if that's the case, she wants to unify the belts and she wants to try and prove she's number one in the division.
Who's this now?
I don't know.
Oh, Robbie.
It's Robbie.
It's been a month now.
It has, mate. It has. Hang in there.
Cheers, Robbie.
Mate, I'll give you a shout.
So Robbie, still
Robbie Davis Jr.,
he's still at it, isn't he?
He is. He's and the last fight was unbelievable, wasn't it? But also the best dancer in the gym by an absolute mile as well. He's got moves.
Yeah. So what's the plan with Rob?
He's fighting again. Pro Box are coming over here, and I'll be fighting again in the early autumn. I think he's just waiting on a date.
Right, very good. Now, Anthony, I know you're all over your social media.
I've slept a bit lately.
Well,
would you believe it? This is the first Love Island I've missed. I know they keep talking about it in the gym. Yeah, I thought I'm 37 and 38 later this year. I should grow up. I've not actually watched this season's Love Island.
So what's been piquing your interest then across the socials?
Do you know what? I'll be honest. I've been watching. I thought my coach. I've been watching quite a lot of boxing and opponents and stuff. So I thought, I'll grow up a bit. But I prefer watching Love Island than opponents. If
We're
I'm
actually going to TV there, but I was kind of social media though. What's tickled you?
I don't know if it's keen or kind of fit. If you're just in the gym for the last few weeks, I've been right, boys. Your man who's he's in mental shape. He's from a bit near the twins. Trying to get linked to him. Yeah, because I reckon he's got hands as well.
Who is it? Who are you talking about? I don't know what you're on about.
You're not bloody on social media, but he's blew up massive, and I was on him earlier. It's called Kyan Fit, K-Y-A-N, I'm not sure of the Welsh pronounce it, or K-I, I can't think. But anyway, he's in mental shape. And he just puts everything what he trains and does in a day, and he trains he goes in the naughty corner, as he says, on the assault bike, just bangs out an hour and a half in the naughty corner, and he loves a skier bowl as well. But it's mad how some thing is, and he's just took off. But yeah, he's in mental shape. Right.
So what's the plan for the rest of the week?
I'm trying to think who else. And do you know we've been on for a bit as well?
Just ignore me then.
But sorry, no, you've asked me a question. I'm finishing it. What's he called? But it's a bit. I think he's half local, but I don't. He's a City fan though as well, and that's childish actually. Me saying that. I've got many friends who are City fans. The Muttonista, Guinness reviewer. Prime Mutton or something like that. He's called.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He reviews all the Guinness around, the UK basically.
Best pint of Guinness you ever had?
Best pint of Guinness I've ever had? Okay, good shout. Do you know what? We've had a few good ones in Dublin, haven't we? In Belfast, I'm hoping in Belfast on Saturday you're going to put it.
I've got a few.
Well, I'll be the judge. We could do a review, couldn't we? So I think, what's it called? Listen, in Manchester. I would say it's the obvious one, isn't it? Yeah. It's the obvious one. Mulligans, I love them Mulligans. I like the spot, but London, the Coach and Horses. I do like the Coach and Horses. You know what? It's a toss-up between the Coach and Horses and the Toucan.
You're speaking like a proper athlete here.
No, I know, and it's normally after I'm with you, to be honest, most times. But if there's anyone like sort of in London, but what's the one that I need to try? Everyone's on it now.
Oh, the Devonshire.
The Devonshire.
Yeah.
You remember your man in the Coach and Horses? He was good. He knew a lot of places to go. But the Toucan, I can't think if it's better upstairs or downstairs.
Downstairs for some reason.
Downstairs seems better.
Rooney.
I keep Rooney. I love him, but what?
So William Connor's got a fight on August the 24th. How's he looking?
He's looking all right.
The Croft twins.
He proper.
You couldn't pay me to wear them.
Went down.
Hey, you wouldn't wear them. Look at him.
And the Croft twins.
You know these two are like, look, Welsh. Like you know what we've done? We went to Florida. They felt the need. Ask how Will. Open the case. What the fuck is that? Just bought a big Welsh flag for some reason.
Did you hang over the balcony?
Yeah, used to hang over. Like someone hangs a towel over it. Yeah, Brits abroad. Just let everyone know the Welsh, just in case.
Anyway, stop that right there. You excited about your fight, William, at the arena?
Yeah, first step up. Wanna think I'll shine in.
Yeah.
Probably beat off 3 top lads, but I'm looking to do the best job on it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
I'm excited for these two to make their debuts.
I'm excited for these two. Yeah. These are, we should have
hopefully
some news
they'll
very
settle
soon.
into the gym one day soon.
Yeah, I hope so. And they're setting into Manchester life.
How are they going to cope?
Altrincham, they seem to be getting there. It's a bit slow to you're taking to it now, aren't you?
Hey?
Yeah, Johan's broing me.
Really?
Broing us all.
Yeah, they'll never go back to the countryside, I don't think, these two, will they?
City boys now.
Friday, aren't we, Dom?
Yeah.
On the weekends.
Fair play.
I
think
I do. Do you know what? Even there in a bit, I owe him. Listen, this bet. So, Johan was going on a date Friday night, and he sent me a picture and told me a bit about her. And I went, she's a vegan. She's definitely a vegan. Or a veggie. You even let me have veggie as well, and she wasn't. She was a meat eater, wasn't she?
So lunch on Crolla next time.
So we had a lunch
What
bet.
did you think of that anyway?
Knowing him, you probably 100% knew that before having the bet with
There's
him.
a good Greg's around the corner anyway.
Yeah, so steak and eggs. I said I'll get him steak and eggs in the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So what's the date?
You know the coffee shop we go to?
Which one? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Very nice. Is that what you're doing today? What's the plan for you lot?
I might actually be there in a bit, but your lunch, I won't swerve you for lunch. If we've had the lunch bet.
See you later, Will.
Bruce is away.
Always in a rush, aren't you, Will? Someone who don't drive.
Yeah.
Always in a rush, aren't you?
I want to walk home. I can't be sitting there talking shit to you.
We'll do this all day, won't we?
Yeah, aye. No, but I might be there in a bit. If I'm there in a bit, I'll give you a
Next
shout.
week sometime.
Yep, I will. I owe you lunch, mate. It's a deal. A bet's a bet.
Yeah.
Right.
I was as shocked as you. I thought you were winning there.
Yeah, I did. I thought I was on a shirt, but the fact you was comfortable having the bet makes me think you knew.
I didn't know.
I did think she was. I thought she was.
So if people are just listening to this, it's the voices of Johan and Garen Croft.
Yeah, Johan and Garen
joined.
Croft. We're making the professional debut very soon.
Yeah.
New soon. Yeah.
Hopefully
This year. Oh, this week.
This week, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. Hope for the news this week.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do us. I think, Anthony, for now. You've set the scene for the week ahead.
Same colour as this.
Are they?
Yeah.
They are actually really smart shorts. Burgundy's.
We're burgundy and grey, we are.
Yeah, that's a good shout. How come that? Just a reason? I just like it.
Village.
Is it the village? Village.
The club colour.
Ah, right. Ah, you've got the boxes, haven't you?
Yeah.
You got the boxes.
Badge by there.
Do you know
Yo, what?
The last native Prince of Wales.
All right. Okay. I knew that.
So not
I rate it. What?
There's not been one since.
So you're the new Princes of Wales.
No, I mean, there's Wales and got a prince in there.
Now Charles is retired. Well, no, Charles is king
Not
now,
had one
isn't
since England do. That's a fact.
it? Okay.
There you go.
Get your little thing cancelled there.
Wow, you're killing me. You're killing me.
It's like a black and yellow badge, isn't it? The England like a dragon, almost like a Scottish thing.
Are you going to put the Manchester B on it now as well?
No.
No.
Maybe a swan.
Swan, you could do. Manchester B is not.
not having McCrolla on it.
I don't want you to have McCrolla on it.
By association. No, I just put on my shorts.
Don't
Yeah.
work too hard, Dom.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
See you in a bit.
Cheers, John.
See you there, mate. Forgot to ask you as well, by the way, about Crawford. He's in action, isn't he? Heck of a
Imagine, I
fight.
can't wait.
Yeah.
I think it's a top fight. You know, like Crawford's been my number one for a bit, hasn't he? I think Madrimav's very good though. I think it's a very good fight. Listen, I think Crawford comes through it. I think for the first 2-3 rounds, it's a bit of a high level game of chess. But I just think the adaptability, from Crawford and how versatile he is, I think that'll come into play.
Yeah.
And probably points, possibly a late stoppage.
Well, we'll catch up next weekend after our little trip to Belfast. So
We will not be rough.
we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, so there we go. That's that. So next week with all the tales of Belfast.